What's up, sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another video. It's a late night one, my peeps. Yes, man, it's the night before West Indies and Australia do battle in that second T20 game. Bright and early tomorrow, that game will be played. So I'm just thinking, as per usual, I'm just gonna come on here, give you guys my playing 11 and give you a platform for you to go ahead and express yourselves as relates to the 11 that you would want to play out there. So we're going to talk about that. Plus we see where CWI sent out some information earlier today that West Indies will be taking on South Africa in an all-format tour early next year, February actually. So we're going to take a look at the T20, the amount of games that they are going to be playing in the different formats, and talk a little bit more about that. All right, but before we go any further, as per usual, if you have not yet subscribed to this platform, I am encouraging you to subscribe. Here is where you can come and get some quality information, and you also get freedom of movement in the comment section to talk as relates to your opinions where the game is concerned. So remember to subscribe before you leave. All right. And before we get into it, let me just say this, my peeps. This playing 11 that I'm about to give, this is just my personal playing 11. I do not have any connection to CWI. I do not have any connection to the coach or the captain. So I cannot pick the team. Just as how you guys have a playing 11, I am just a simple man sitting on the chair with my playing 11. So if you don't see your favorite player in there, all you need to do, write your team and put your favorite player in there in the comment section so we can see it. All right, so let's get into it, my peeps. So goes without saying, Kyle Mayers is there. Definitely going to give him an opportunity to continue working himself into form. Probably not work himself into form, but just to sharpen himself up. The back end of the CPL, he basically probably didn't score as much as how he would have wanted. So I'm giving him both games to do his thing. He played in the first one and he top scored for us, right? Wasn't a high scoring game. We scored 145 and almost defended it. So Kyle Mayers going to go at the top of it again to show what he's capable of. And this year now, the second opener between Lewis and Charles. I know the Evan Lewis fans will say, listen, Evan Lewis is the man. He's going to be playing in the World Cup, so let him start playing from now and warm up himself. And this is my take. Usually I would say yes, get Evan Lewis in straight away. I am a big Evan Lewis fan. I like the guy in terms of his cricketing prowess, right? But the fact that Johnson Charles would have done some work to get in, I think it's probably fair for them to give him more than one game to basically show the selectors his gratitude for selecting him. He would have done some work in the CPL. Ideally my opening pair would have been Kyle Mayers and Brandon King, but to find a way to fit them in, we're going to probably go Charles here now. Don't know what's going to happen to Lewis, because I'm still not happy with the whole Lewis coming back in situation based on how things went. But as I said, if they play Evan Lewis, I am ready to work with it because I know the quality that he brings. I just have to hope he performs, because we haven't seen him doing anything for a good little while now. So number 3, I would go Brandon King. Right, Brandon King would bat in number 3, and I know the fans of King would say, why are you compromising and putting King at 3 just because you want to find another man to open? But King would have said on several occasions that he is comfortable batting anywhere in the top 6 for West Indies. And he would have indicated on several occasions that he is not an opener. He is a middle-order batsman. Even though he would have done quite well opening, it would be nice to have those two, King and Mayers, opening based on the partnership and the relationship that they would have formed in the international games leading up to the CPL, and both men did well in the CPL also. So it would have been nice to take a look at them. But go King 3. And Pooran will bat number 4. I thought Shamar Brooks will be up and running in time if it was the case that he was, he would have been there and rested and ready to go. That's the only reason I would probably bat poor and a little lower because Brooks can't bat Brooks that low. The only if Brooks was ready, I would say, all right, Brooks play 4 and let Pooran play 5. But once Brooks is not there, once Hetmeyer is not there, Pooran has to bat at number 4. In my team, at least, that is. And then we go Ravman Powell, the vice captain, hoping that he will get some runs for us. He's playing as a specialist batsman these days, so he will definitely need to step up and score. So he's there. Jason Holder will be coming in that number 6 role. Don't know if we would have wanted a pure batsman in that number 6 role, but based on how I am picking my playing 11, right? Jason Holder would be playing that role at 6, and then we would have Odin Smith coming in after to basically go at the bowling. Don't know if he's gonna come 5-4, whatever amount of overs remaining, to go hard at it. And then we have Akil Hussain, right? Akil Hussain in there. We would have seen Yannick Karaya. I am now settled that I want him in the team. Quite a few persons probably going to say, how you going to play 2 spinners, because Hussain has to play. But I am probably going to use the 2 spinners, not in this game, probably in the World Cup, because we don't have too much seamers going. But for this game tomorrow, let's take it a step at a time. We're going to make sure Akil get a little bit of game time. We got to look at Yannick Karaya. He showed us that he's capable, so he's probably, I would probably get Akil Hussain bowling 4 overs and see where he's at. Alzari Joseph definitely plays. We're not worried about him getting injured. It's just 4 overs, hoping that he will just work his way through and just to make sure that his rhythm is there. And the final man, we're going to play Obed McCoy. So Cottrell, we're probably going to slide Cottrell a little bit so we can see what Obed McCoy is going on with. So that would be my playing 11, my viewers and subscribers. As I said, it's just my playing 11, and similarly to how you think you know the 11 that should play, that is how I think I know the 11. It's not gospel. The comment section is open for you to go ahead and give me your playing 11. And tomorrow they will do battle, my viewers and subscribers. Hopefully you guys get a chance to see this video before the game. So that is it as it relates to that. And the keys to victory remain the same. Make sure that we're clean inside out when it comes to the fielding. Make sure we are rotating the strike in the middle overs. We always struggle with that. And the bowlers stay on par. Those are the key things that we need to do. Alright, before we run out of town, my peeps, news came out earlier today that West Indies will be touring South Africa later down early next year, 2023, February to be exact. So based on what I am seeing on the West Indies website here, they are saying West Indies men team will tour South Africa in an all-format series, right? An all-format series. They will have 2 test matches, 3 one-day internationals, and 3 T20s. So 2 test matches, 3 one-days, and 3 T20s. Lot of cricket to be played over there in South Africa. So it's definitely going to be interesting, my peeps. And as I said, they will run from the 28th of the series will start from the 21st based on what I'm seeing here of February. So let me just go through it real quick. They said the 21st to the 24th, they will have an invitational game there, right? And then the 28th, we will have the 28th of February to March 4, they will have the first test match, right? Then they will have the second test match from the 8th to the 12th of March, right? So the first one will be from the 28th of February to the 4th of March. The second one will run from the 28th. The second one will run from the 8th to the 12th of March. And then, we're going to have the ODIs, the first one, the 16th, the next one, the 18th, the third one, the 21st, and then the 3 T20s will go from the 25th of March, then the 26th, then the 28th to wrap it up. So 2 test matches, my viewers and subscribers, 3 T20s, and 3 ODIs early next year, February. West Indies will be touring South Africa. So good amount of cricket to be played, my peeps. Just continue to stay tuned, and once we get closer to the dates, we will definitely revisit them. Zane, big up on yourself. Lick 'em up.